Hello Leos, and welcome to my channel. My name's Heaven, and I am a tarot reader, a shadow worker, and an intuitive coach. And I am here to give you your new moon reading. We have the new moon in Taurus tomorrow. And in Taurus, we're talking about physical things. We're talking about the five senses. We're talking about security, stability, finances, wealth, success. And with the Black Moon Lilith, we're also pulling things up from our shadow around sensuality, pleasure, sexuality, things like that. So, in essence, we, with this new moon, are trying to heal subconscious sides of us that do not equate sensuality and pleasure to success and wealth, or security and stability, whichever one you would like to use. So essentially, we have to release something in order to make room for what is coming in. And with the new moon, we're always setting intentions. So we want to set an intention and also release something consciously. So Taurus is all about slow moving, healing, steady movement, like slow like a turtle. So this might be something that you've been holding on to for years and years and years, that you've been slowly working on, slowly trying to work with. This might be some of the immovable parts about self, why you haven't, let yourself accept success, or why you haven't let yourself accept your version, your own version of stability instead of the construct's version. Okay, so that's kind of what we're digging into. I have a 5-card spread for you guys today, all about the new moon. I would recommend watching your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising. If none of those resonate, you can head over to my website and I can do a one-on-one reading, or a 5-card, 3-card, 10-card, whatever you're feeling you need, just so it's more personalized. Remember, these are all general messaging, so take whatever resonates. Please leave the rest. It's not all for you. It's not all about you, Leos. All right, let's get started though. Again, these readings are really good paired with meditations or any other type of rituals that you have for the new moon. So know that this is just calling out the energy. You have to do the work, okay? You have to move the energy. Move it. This is your seed. Ooh. Okay, that is the intention. Got a lot of releasal going on, Leo. We got the soil right there. Oh, but you've already planted some seeds. Look at that. So the 5 cards that I'm doing, the High Priestess pops out right on top of the 7 of Pentacles. All right. That is our shadow work right there. And the Sun. So the 5-card spread that I'm doing for my Leos today, we got the soil, which is the intention that you need to set, or your truest desire, whatever's going on right now. We have the soil, and that is what you should be physically surrounding yourself with. So the pleasures and experiences of life that are going to help nourish that seed. Then we have what we are hiding in the subconscious, or the stone that we need to remove in order for our seed to grow. We have the sun, which that will help illuminate the dark and also help nourish the seed. And then the final one's the blossom, or the outcome. We have a blossom for Leos, for new moon and Taurus. Ooh, yes. Oh, no more indecision. That's lovely. All right, Leos, let's move this camera down so you can see what I'm working with. Okay. So this first card we have is your seed, and it's the 9 of Swords reversed. We have a woman right here that is bound. You can see she's completely tied. She's got a bonnet on her head. She's got all her swords behind her. And then she has a lot of symbolism going on in her blanket that she has right now. It's all of the different zodiac signs. So this could mean for you that you've been going through a lot of mental despair, a lot of mental clatter, a lot of emotional despair, a lot of conflict within self. Feeling very trapped, very bounded by the things around you. I'm feeling like your knowledge is not helping you. Like all the things that you've learned and you've experienced are not helping your struggle. This is reversed, so the seed or the intention that we are working with this new moon is releasing that, is letting go of the conflict, the chaos, to really sit in peace, to unbind thyself from whatever it is that you feel like it is holding you back or holding you down right now. So we have that going on as our seed, Leo. The soil, what pleasures of life to surround ourselves with. We have the Seven of Pentacles. What you can see in this Seven of Pentacles right here, we have a woman that is gardening. She has all her seeds already planted in the ground and she is just tending to those seeds. So the things that you need to be surrounding yourself with are the things that you've already planted, the things that you are already starting to work on, the things that are already in the ground. So whatever it is that you've been going through recently, it looks like you're making decisions, you're making movements, you're really trying to change the course of the way that you feel and the way that you are living right now. It looks like there's a lot of action in that. So the things that you've already started to plant, the things that you've already been putting in motion. So if you've been starting to do a new way of eating, maybe exercising, this is Pentacles, maybe a new job, maybe you're trying to create something new, a new relationship. Whatever it is that you've already started, you need to start surrounding yourself and refocus back into self, because you have a lot of clatter going on, a lot of conflict going on within the mental realms, within the communication, within the intellect, just being very trapped by your own mind, essentially. So you need to kind of get out of that and get back to what you were focusing on in the first place, because it's going to bring you some stuff. It's going to bring you some good stuff, some stuff you've been wanting. All right, so now we have the Sun. Actually, let's go to this card, the Moon, or not the Moon, I'm sorry, the Shadow. So this is what needs to be pulled out of the shadow in order for this to be created. And we have the High Priestess reversed. So the High Priestess is a very karmic card. She is the person of boundaries. She is the person that sets up let me gather my words for a second. I'm going too fast. She is the woman that everyone in the village would go to for wisdom, essentially, and more like moral wisdom. She has a Torah in her lap. She has an ancestor by her side. She has the three-headed dog, which really signifies Hecate for me. So she is like a leader, essentially, and she kind of makes the rules or the laws, and we have this reversed in our shadow right now. So there are two meanings for us, Leo, today. Two meanings. So whichever one resonates with you, please pick that one up and leave the other one, okay? So the first meaning I could get out of this is that you are being too judgmental with your boundaries. You are being too judgmental with yourself, just being very harsh and critical, overcritical. So it's not doing you any good. It's actually just keeping emotions and other people out that you don't need to be pushing out of your life right now. Or things that you don't need to be pushing out of your life. It doesn't have to be people. Or you're being too judgmental on self and literally stunting your own growth because you are judging every little step of the way instead of feeling into every little step of the way, okay? The other way I could take this is that you need to have stronger boundaries. Are you letting people take advantage of you? Are you letting people get into your head and cause a lot of mental chaos and conflict? How are you using the people that are surrounding you in your life and utilizing the energies that are around you? Are you being taken advantage of, or are you taking advantage of it? Okay, I want you to look at that this new moon. See which one pops up for you. Then for the Sun, King of Cups. So this is going to help nourish our seed right here and also help pull out the shadow, the King of Cups. This is really filling into our emotions, filling up our own cups and being one with our emotions and really using them from a mature masculine way. And so to me, that means while we're going into this shadow, making sure that we are not staying stuck in some old emotions that we do not need anymore, or pulling out stuff and just sitting in our shit. We don't need to do that. That is not productive. But this is also a card saying not to be too reactive out of your emotions, not to make major decisions because of the way you're feeling, but really ask yourself why you are feeling the way you are feeling, so that you can utilize those emotions in the best and healthiest manner instead of getting stuck up in your head about it. Also, with this logic key, feeling into your emotions and letting them guide you instead of thinking about them so much will really help you to find the shadow and pull the shadow out, and also heal this mental conflict and chaos that we're going through. It'll also help open the lines of communication for you, because you will become more vulnerable, because you'll actually know how you're feeling and be able to communicate that. All right, Leo? Now we have the Blossom, the very last card, the Outcome. So Two of Pentacles. It looks like in our physical realm, we are juggling two different things, two different paths, two different people, two different situations, two different energies, whatever you want to call it, okay? And we are trying to put that into creation. But it looks like with all this mental clutter going on and all this conflict and chaos, you haven't been able to decide. So the outcome of this is you being able to decide. So you coming out of indecisions, you being able to move forward instead of trying to juggle two different outcomes, two different things going on. And getting in touch with what you've already placed in stone will definitely help you to figure this out, and also getting in touch with your emotions will help you to figure this out, so you're not sitting in this conflict or chaos. You can actually make a decision that is aligned with your best good. Okay? Now for a Moonology card real fast, Leo. Moonology. So essentially you're learning how to utilize your emotions within your realms and not getting too caught up on them, and also how to set effective boundaries, which the High Priestess is coming up for everyone, and anyone that it does come up with for. Emotions are running high, super moon. Yes, that's why you need to feel into them. Find your maturity within them. Find why they are there so that you can utilize them instead of letting them run your life, because they're exhausting you. But with the High Priestess, I've been telling everyone that if you get this card, please do feel into that, into a meditation state. If you do such thing, if you have any practices or rituals, really try and call upon that High Priestess energy, some Hecate energy, whatever energy you want to call it. If you want to choose a High Priestess of your choice, but really feel into that. Also Pentacles for you guys, so the physical realm. So how can you create from a better place that's not going to cause you mental chaos and conflict? Okay? All right, Leo. I think that's all I have for you. Yep, that's it. All right, I hope this helps and you have a great day, and I will see you for the full moon.